Hi, my name is Danae and I'm a first-gen student. I grew up in a very complex household. My mom is actually a lesbian, so I was adopted into a lesbian family. It was an open adoption, but growing up in such a complex and not so normal family came with a lot of, not turmoil, but a lot of bullying and a lot of just questions. It was very hard for me to get through, life just kind of going with the flow, because I've always had to explain myself, and that was a constant battle for me growing up. I wasn't really raised with my siblings, so I was pretty much by myself. And when I got into high school, I had a pretty good high school years. It was fine. I graduated, but I did come into a relationship right out of high school that was very dark for me, and it gave me my daughter. And at that point I decided to leave where I was from, which was from Ontario, California. I left and I came to Porterville. Coming to Porterville for me was a breath of fresh air. It was a new start for me. It was something that I needed to do for myself and for my daughter. Porterville College is here. It's right there. I was living in Springville at the time with my mother, and she introduced me. She's like, have you ever thought of going to college? And I was like, what, no. At this point I was 20. When I moved out here, I had just turned 21, going on 22. So I waited a few years. I did the CNA program to get my life together, to get a job and get an apartment of my own. And at that point I had been working at the hospital for a year, and that's when I had been influenced by nurses around me, CNAs around me, just my job being so not pushing, but such a good motivator to pursue higher education. So I finally decided to take that step, and I got online and I applied, and it was the scariest thing I could have ever done, but the best thing I could ever done. At this point I was 28, and 28 years old coming into college is a scary thing, because you're going to be surrounded by younger students. But for me, I didn't care. I had my daughter to look up to. She needed to look up to me and see that no matter my age, no matter my upbringing, no matter where life had taken me, I was still gonna move forward, and I was gonna do the best that I can do to provide for her and to show her that you just keep pushing. You can reach your goals no matter what you do, just keep pushing. The first week at school was it was interesting. Anxiety through the roof. It was very nerve-wracking for me. I didn't want to talk to nobody because I was afraid of distraction. Growing up, I was always known as the clown in class. I was always known as the talker in class. So I knew coming into this that I needed to take it seriously. And it was different for me because I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the conversations around me and the partying and the going out. And I'm like, I am just so not there anymore. Like it was different for me. But as time went on, I found myself kind of being the mother of the students around me. I started noticing that they were coming to me for advice or anything, and that also has helped me get through my 2 years here at Porterville College. Somebody to look up to, and they can see, like, if she can do it, 30 years old now, 31 years old now, if she can do it, we can do it. And I always tell my students, because I'm also a past leader here on campus for statistics, and I get so many students who come in and they don't know how to time manage, and they get stressed out, and it's easy for me just to be like, take a deep breath, and I'm here to help you, and we're gonna get through this together. And it's definitely opened my eyes to so many different things, and so many different also career options for me, as possibly being a professor or a teacher. I've had the best 2 years here, and it's the best decision that I've ever made. I just recently applied to CSUB, so I'm hoping to transfer to a 4-year to pursue my education in sociology. My ultimate goal is to get my master's of social work, because I would love to be a social worker, and we'll see where that leads me.